Hello humans! Welcome to yet another episode of Fairest Run of All, Audio-Visual Edition. This is my favorite kind of episode to film because today we will be talking about race costumes. And I love that because A, it means that I have a runDisney race coming up, and B, I am always very excited to talk about race costumes. I won't take up too much of your time in this wild and scary traipse through my brain, but real quick, let's talk about my race costumes for the upcoming Princess Half Marathon. I'm actually going to go in reverse order this time because I am super excited about my 10K. Ooh, let's back up. First of all, I'm doing the Fairy Tale Challenge for this weekend, so I'll be doing both the Princess 10K and the Princess Half Marathon, and I am actually going to go in reverse order for my race costume reveal because I am super excited about the 10K. So let's start with the half. As I've been doing over the last couple of instances of race costumes, I put together some little sketches to help me organize, and we're going to start with Prince Ali. I realized as I was pondering race costumes that I'm like 80% of the way to a Prince Ali costume anyway. Some of my friends who are also running the race are going to be both blue and red jasmine, so I will have an entire harem if we are to go with the Aladdin parlance. Okay, what are we gonna start with? I guess at the top, so we'll have a feather and jewel. I took inspiration from both Aladdins. There is the live action one now, and then there's the original Aladdin from the animated movie from the 90s, and I'm doing a little bit of a mix and match and also iteration. So it's, as per usual with my costumes, less of a precise recreation and more of an homage. I picked up for Aladdin these, hold on just a moment, Ruffian's here. She would like to leave. Bye, Ruffy-Roo. She's really interested in getting on top of everything though, in classic cat fashion. Where was I? So I got these jeweled feather headbands, and they are not exactly what I'm after. I don't really need something that goes all the way around, so my plan is to cut the purple sequin off of feather, and then I will pin it to this sort of turban-y head wrap thing. An homage to a turban, just like a fabric spa headband. So I'll pin this to the top, and that should do for my Aladdin turban. And I might also do space buns like I did for Eve because I think that'll all go together nicely. Speaking of Eve, I have the same bra top and white pants that I used for my Eve costume over the half marathon during marathon weekend. And these are from Crown Athletics, and they're really nice because even though they're white, they don't bleed through when you sweat, so no one can tell you look great. The one thing that's a little bit off for this is that, of course, Aladdin is more of a gold guy and the bottom is silver, but I have my handy dandy glitter craft foam. We've got a gold one somewhere in here, or yellow. I thought I had a gold one. Do I not have a gold one? Did I use the gold one? I remember using the silver one. Well, that's fine. I will use the yellow. Once again, this is an homage, and further, I mean, it's a cartoon, so close enough. I guess I could also do no, I think the yellow is gonna be better. Or maybe I'll find something else that I can use to sort of dig around the house, see what I can come up with. Something that does naturally fit. These are some gold sparkle sleeves. I've used these in various other colors for various costumes. They work pretty well, and this is indeed movie correct. So that'll be, if nothing else, a little bit of gold in my Prince Ali costume. I will ultimately have a white cape, as Prince Ali does when he arrives. Unfortunately, I don't currently have that with me because I was going to pick one up and Becky told me that she already had one that I could borrow, which is way better because how often am I going to wear a white cape? But I do have this white sparkle athletic skirt that I can use as a de facto capey thing if I need to. This is just backup, and I guess it does sort of quasi-provide a visual of sorts. The one last little embellishment that I'm adding, this gold belt that I have, it is not really fully accurate to any version of Aladdin that I know, at least the Disney ones, but to me it seems sort of thematically correct. It's gold, as is one of Prince Ali's colors. Maybe I could put that over the silver in the bra, or I could put it on my hips. This is the same belt that I wore at Jollywood Nights, so I'll pop a picture of that up. I put that over my Jollywood Nights dress that I really like. So I like reusing things. It makes me feel good when I'm getting more value. And believe it or not, as of right now, that is the sum total of my Prince Ali costume. So now we can get to the really good part. This is a mashup. I hinted at it on my Instagram page if you saw this recently. I have already done Sally the Ragdoll 3 times. I'm gonna do a 4th time, but I'm gonna do it different this time. This is going to be a Slave for You Britney Spears mashup, and I was inspired primarily by the snake because, of course, Britney Spears has the snake in the iconic moment, and in The Nightmare Before Christmas, there is the snake that looks kind of like a sandworm from Beetlejuice, except that it's orange and black instead of white and black, and it eats the Christmas tree in one of the kids' houses when Jack is going around not doing Santa Claus correctly. So we actually have a stuffed animal of that snake that we put around our Christmas tree each year, and I just discovered as I was pulling this out that it is also a puppet. Okay, there we go. I don't think I'm going to need this for any of my costuming. I guess it might be fun someday to do like a Merry Menagerie kind of thing. Not the right color though. The plan is to put him over my shoulders, and then for the photos, I can hold him up like Britney did with her banana python, who's so cute. I love snakes. I think they're adorable. I'm not really usually a big reptile person, but snakes are super cute. I like how dumb they look because they don't have eyelids. They just stare at you unblinking with their little tongues. They're so cute. So this is my sandworm. He is going to be the anchor piece of my Sally Britney mashup, but I have more. Let us consult. So I originally was going to do a headset because she has a headset in the I think it was the MTV Awards. I am not a Britney Spears fan in the strictest sense. That is not to say that I actively dislike Britney Spears, just that I'm not actually super familiar with her work beyond the big radio hits that everybody knows. But everyone knows that snake moment. So I looked up the costume for that, and I've kind of Sally-fied all of the little bits and pieces that I could. I was originally going to grab a headset because she had one in the appearance, but I've decided against that. I think it'll just be more detritus around my head, and I decided to just let that one go. Cue Elsa here. Okay. But we are going to start with, I guess the Sally choker is now at the top. I have this Sally choker from when I was Sally at the Half last year. That was my Pumpkin Queen version. Next bit we have is the Sally shirt. I have used this in all of my Sally costumes. This will be, as I think I already said, this will be the fourth one. This has been the one true constant in all of them. So what I'm gonna do is kind of mash this up because Britney's top in the costume for that song is sort of a bra top, and this is more of a crop that goes down further, so we'll just kind of push it up and safety pin it around. And then I also have these little spider pins. I think I'll put one of them right here. I'm not sure if I'll do anything with the others, but I originally got these for my mayor costume that I did for the marathon when I did Dopey last year, and they are surprisingly useful. I bought this Nightmare Before Christmas fabric, and I'm going to slice it into strips and then put it around my waist because Britney has the scarves, it looks like, that are coming off. They're coming off of her shorts, if I recall correctly. She wears shorts in this. I'll be doing things a little bit differently, but I think this fabric will come off nicely. It's on theme, and it will evoke that style without actually matching it. You still have a little bit of black glitter foam. You can see that's right there. I've already used it for something. Oh yeah, I used it to make Mickey ears for Erica as part of her Topolino's Mickey Mouse painter costume, so I put that on the beret. I actually thought it came out pretty well, but I still have enough black glitter foam to make a bat because if you recall, Britney has a butterfly across the front of her pelvis, but this is Sally we're talking about, so she's gonna have a big bat instead. And then I was also going to reuse this gold belt, so we'll get a twofer out of this because she's got some jewelry. She's largely festooned around her shins. I don't remember if she has much around her waist, but she will now. And then of course, to really sell it, we've got my Sally skirt that I used in my last Sally costume, and I'm gonna kind of bunch that up in the front because Britney has more of a mini thing going on than a full skirt. So I'm just kind of gonna play with it until it feels right. And then I also, for my last Sally costume, still have these Sally arm warmers. So those will further sell the idea. Finally, I have these temporary stitch tattoos that I may or may not apply to myself. They came with the Sally arm warmers and the choker in a set. I did not use them before. I may or may not put them on my legs because Britney has all that crud on her legs in her costume, but I don't know how easily it's gonna come off, so I have to decide if I'm ready to make that commitment. And similarly, I bought these glitter patches. The glitter freckles have been very popular the last couple of years, but I need to test these. I thought they might be really nice for my Prince Ali costume, and maybe even Sally, I don't know. But I need to go for a run on them. Need to go for a run with some there are 30 in there, I can spare a couple and make sure that they are actually sweat proof, because I am definitely a sweaty runner. You can call it glitter not sweat, but there's a lot of it, whatever you call it. So I need to double check that this will actually hold up. And believe it or not, that is everything I have for this Princess Weekend for all my race costumes. I am going to be assembling some of it, as you no doubt could tell, at the hotel. I've got a little bit of downtime, and as much as I'm not really a panic crafter, I do enjoy the ambiance of sitting around the hotel during your downtime, quietly putting together the finishing touches of your race costume. That kind of adds to the weekend, I think. So I am very excited. I can't wait to see everyone at the next Run Disney weekend. It is going to be amazing, as it always is. And if you see me, come say hi, and don't forget to mask in the corral. It is cool and fun to do so. Quick kitty moment. Say bye, Ruffian. She's not impressed. Okay, so on that note, if you enjoyed this video and hanging out with me, then please like and subscribe. If you didn't, then don't, and I'll see you at Princess Weekend. Bye!